Hi, my name is Emily Cruz Eng. I am from Peru. I was born there, but as an infant I was adopted into a loving family from Georgia. And I was raised here in Georgia, Atlanta, specifically DeKalb County, Shibley-Tucker area. Don't know that much about the Peruvian life. I associate more with being from Georgia than I do being from South America. I brand myself as Peruvian peach, so I mix the two because I'm not ashamed of, I do have Peruvian in me, but I am also a hardcore Georgia peach. When I was younger, people would stop me on the street, even in, different restaurants that we would go to. They would stop us and just ask, oh, where are you from? Because they would see my mother and then my brother also, who's adopted from Peru, these two different looking kids. I do remember at one restaurant, a guy randomly came up to me. He was our waiter. He came up to me at the restaurant and asked me, "What are you?" And as a 5-year-old and being spunky, I was just kind of like, "I'm a human. What are you?" But later on, looking back at it now, being older, the tone and the way he came about it was just not really something that you would approach a kid about, or even just an adult about. And that's not even the first instance that's happened. It's continued to go on throughout my whole life, and it will continue to go on. But I've definitely learned how to handle those kind of questions, and from when it comes from the different type of people, because most of the time people genuinely just are curious. They just don't know how to ask. It really kind of depends on the person and the situation, but I've actually kind of learned to play a game with it to test to see if they're really just being ignorant or if they're, just genuinely wanting to know. So when someone asks, "Where are you from?" I'm like, "Guess. Take a guess. Where do you think?" And then you kind of flip it, and then because they take it back and they're like, "Well, I kind of have to, see if I'm going to insult her or not." But I mean, I do honestly say I'm not going to be insulted because I have heard it all. I think the funniest one, and I don't even know if this is a real one, it was just a kid in 7th grade who said it, but he thought I was Eskimese. I have gotten some, sometimes the ignorant people who assume all Hispanic people are Mexican, which when I was younger, I didn't think it was a big deal, but growing up, I learned it was kind of, it was more of an insult to just assume all people who were tan-skinned or who were of Hispanic origin were Mexican. That's not the right way to go about asking someone. If you genuinely want to know, there's a right way to do it and a wrong way, but I'm still figuring out what is the right way, and I don't know that answer.